They don't know who I am too?
No. I asked all of my coworkers.
If all y'all don't know who I am, I know somebody. I know y'all lying. All y'all don't know who I am.
You know, we're so serious.
And I'm like,
I even have my manager check the cameras to see like if he know you because he's counting registers and he doesn't know you. I've asked my care concierge, Charles, he doesn't know you. I've asked my other cashier, she doesn't know you. I asked another coworker and she doesn't know you, and that's like 4 people I asked who are black and they don't know you.
3 people you asked that were black?
Yes, and they don't know you. So it's not uncommon for me to not know you.
This is like unbelievable. Do you think they would actually tell you that they knew me, those girls?
They would say something. They'd be like, "Oh, I've heard of him" or something.
They might tell you when I leave because it's kind of.
Because I literally just told my cashier, I said your name, and she said, "What?" She said, "This is beyond me. She don't know who you are." She's so serious. Everyone is so serious, and it's like that. When you said that, I'm like, okay, now this is starting to seem a little creepy. You know who I am. That comes off like a weirdo vibe. So.
A weirdo vibe.
Yeah, saying I know you and I don't, and I'm so confused.
Well, everybody see me on the internet.
Maybe, yeah, but I don't.
But you know why people be saying they don't know me?
Why? Because of the mask? That's not helping.
No. They know me with the mask on. You know what they say it? Because I'm famous for something real embarrassing.
Are you viral for something?
Man, this past viral. This is like the whole country.
Still never heard of you.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe that.
I mean, not everyone knows you, and that's okay. That's fine. You're just gonna have to work harder and make yourself more known over the next few years.
No, I'm too famous already. That's why I can't believe. That's why it's like fucking with my head. You know?
Too famous are like too famous is underneath celebrities would be like TikTok people. They're too famous, but they're not talented famous. They're just TikTokers. You're like influencer famous on Instagram that has like thousands and hundreds of thousands of followers, like 30,000, 10,000, 100,000, 400,000, couple million.
So does this mean I can actually look for a girlfriend now, since you don't know who I am?
Say that again?
Does this mean I can actually look for a girlfriend since you don't know who I am?
Go for it. I mean, she's probably not going to know who you are, and if she does, that's fine. That shouldn't differentiate of whether you should date her or not. So.
Because once women find out who I am, they not gonna talk to me.
Well, then that's just them. But.
But I assume I don't even talk to girls no more because I assume they all know.
I don't know you. Just ask 2 women here. It's my coworkers. They don't know you.
Especially in Philadelphia. I can't believe you don't know me in Philadelphia. I'm like super famous.
Listen, I sleep most of my days. I have 2 full-time jobs, and I'm barely on social media. If I am, I'm on Twitter, and I not once have your name ever popped up on Twitter or nothing. Not even on Black Twitter, nothing.
That's kind of good to know, because I'm actually happy you don't know me, because it's embarrassing.
Okay.
It's real embarrassing. So I'm happy you don't know me, but I'm happy to see that some women don't know me yet. That's a good sign.
And honestly, if I did know you, I wouldn't care. Because it's not going to make you no different than me. Why? Because you got a little bit of fame? That doesn't make you any different from me at the end of the day, especially in this neighborhood. Especially when it comes to this country.
Everybody want to be famous now, huh?
Everybody want to be famous, but they don't want to put in the work. Also, I don't really care for famous people. I don't.
We've been here to support you. Now we're offering drive-through testing at
what would you say if I told you I had proof that they made movies about me? You would think I was crazy?
I would just say I don't care.
Like if I had like proof.
I don't really need you to validate yourself with proof or anything. I generally.
No, I'm only asking you this to see how other women think, because when I showed everybody the proof, they act like they didn't care.
I'm telling you right now, I genuinely don't care whether you have proof or not. I just don't. And that's fine by me if you have proof. If you do have it, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
I'm just trying to see like why do people not care if if somebody told you they had proof that somebody made a movie about them when they was like young, but now they older, and they made a movie about them in the future, like you remember that movie Golden Child with Eddie Murphy?
I don't think I ever saw that.
Well,
I've seen a lot of movies. I've seen a lot of Eddie Murphy movies, but I can't think all of it from the top of my head.
what about Coming to America?
I've seen that. And
Yeah.
I think they're making a part 2.
Yeah, they is. So what if somebody told you that Coming to America was actually about them and they had like too much proof?
Congratulations, because they already made a movie about Akilah and B. They already made a movie about Ruby Bridges, and she's an activist now. Congratulations. It's nothing new at this point if someone make a movie about you. Look at all the serial killers who get movies made off of them. And I'm not talking about Ted Bundy or the Zodiac Killer. I'm talking about like mothers who kill their kids. That is something so common right now that if you get famous off of something, they make a movie about you. It's probably Lifetime or something. It's nothing new. It's not. We've seen it. It's the same song and dance.
So that's why people don't care about those movies. I see that.
It's literally nothing new.
Damn.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me this is something that should be so surprising. Like, ooh, you're famous. It's not. I'm real blunt. It's nothing.
Damn.
I'm sorry it killed your ego, but
it didn't. They been killed my ego.
Well then.
They already did that.
Maybe they just try to humble you.
So what if I tell you I have proof? This one gonna probably piss you off. What if I tell you I had proof that I was God's son?
That you were who?
That I was God's son. What if I told you I had proof?
God's son?
Yeah, like Jesus.
Customer
You just say I'm crazy.
Piss me off because hold on.
Customer service needed at Fly Wash.
So here's my thing. I'm not really religious. Do I disrespect religion? No. But if you just say you're God's son, that doesn't make you any more special than any person on this earth. Because technically, everyone is God's son. Even if you do sinful things, you're just going to have to be questioned by God. You're going to have to answer to him. This doesn't make you any more special than any average person. I'm God's child. He's God's child. You're God's child. All my coworkers are God's child. There's nothing different, no matter how much proof you have. Because at the end of the day, we were all created by God.
Look, so no matter how much proof I got,
it doesn't matter if you're Jesus. Like, you know how many homeless people walk around these days say that they are God's child, and technically they are, but then they'll say certain things and say they have proof to back it up. That doesn't faze me at all.
I just want to know one other person that said they was God's son and showed proof.
Ask a homeless person. They might have the same proof you have.
Seriously?
I don't know. I never cared to listen to them. And they would rant on and on no matter how much I tried to ignore them. And they would try to show me proof. And I just like, okay, have a nice day. Goodbye.
Really?
I don't care. Honestly.
Damn. That's good to know. I needed to know that stuff. Because it wasn't making no sense to me. But you say you're not religious, though.
I didn't, no, but I still believe in God. I'm just not really full on a certain religion to commit to.
Oh, I'm not really no religion either.
Excuse me, where are the Q-tips? Aisle 17 and look at the bottom. You're welcome.
So, when people say they're not religious, does that mean like Do you mean like you never went to church and stuff like that?
I used to as a kid, but I stopped a long time ago. And then there's people who's against religion. So then there's still different type of people. I'm not one of those type of people because I can defend religion with my whole chest. So that would never be me. But
what does that mean?
What's that?
You can defend religion with your whole chest.
Because there's Islam. There's Islam, which is the most underappreciated, the most misunderstood religion on earth. It's always miscommunicated by every single thing. So once you do all your research and back it up with facts, you can prove out to people why you're so wrong and why it's the most misunderstood religion, in my opinion. I could be wrong. It could be Christianity, but that's just my opinion. And my ex-boyfriend is born Muslim. I'm a ride or die. That's how I am.
Damn. Well, I never, you heard of that Israelite stuff?
Say that again?
Did you hear about that Israelite stuff?
No.
Yeah, I'm not no religion either, but it's like God showed me all that stuff, so I showed other people and they just ignored it, but...
Because when you start talking about God or religion, it's going to make people uncomfortable because you don't know if they solely believe in that. You don't know what they practice and what they not practice. It's a sensitive, touchy topic. You can't just go around and say that to everyone because now it seems like you're forcing it on someone. You just can't preach it without you having a mutual conversation and making sense of that they feel comfortable with it. Because I can't just walk on the team and be like, hey, I love God. Do you? You just can't do that. They're going to back off. Not even so much as because they're an atheist. It's just because they lost faith in God, respectfully, without disrespecting God at all.
Yeah. Well, I guess God gonna have to show people Himself because I'm not trying to show nobody else.
If people believe in God, congratulations, Merry Christmas. There's so many people who does, and if they don't, He's not gonna cry about it. He's not gonna sweat about it. He's not gonna sit here and be like, I'm gonna show you this and that and the third proof that I am God, that you need to believe in me. That's not like weight on His shoulders. That's water under the bridge. He's gonna forgive everyone, if I'm correct.
He's gonna forgive everybody?
He's going to. Like, I'm not saying He doesn't forgive people now. I'm pretty sure He does. But, like, He's not going to sit here and hold a grudge on you and be like, oh, you don't believe in me? Even after I show you facts, I'm not going to forgive you. He's not going to. I don't believe that He's that type of person. If He is, then why do people believe in Him?
Like, you seem kind of strict in the Bible, but like I said, I don't know.
I do not read the Bible.
I hope you're right. I hope you do get it. They got too many Bibles, right?
They do. They update it they update it all the time, and you'll see, like, even they'll talk about like the trumpets and when God's coming and all of that. That's up to Him when He's ready to start over. It's not up to us to predict. That's my solo thing, but certain religions, they do sit there and they can tell you when it's going to happen and how it's going to happen. That's fine. I respect that. That's part of their religious belief. But God is not going to come on earth and sit here and try to prove to Him that He's God, which is crazy because Jesus Christ tried to do that, and they killed Him, right?
When He tried to prove that He was what? Exactly.
Didn't that happen to Jesus? Or was it God? Whichever.
Yeah, I mean, what did He do to get Him killed?
He tried to prove to Himself who He truly was, like walking on water and stuff, and they still didn't believe Him, and they killed Him. So it's no different. So at this point, if He comes again, I'm pretty sure He's not going to try to prove Himself because that phase already happened in the past. And if He does, He does. But right about now, nobody really cares unless you're a true believer, like truly practice.
So
religion.
basically, if I really got proof, it's better for me just to not even say nothing.
Don't say anything. Like, just like if you're, like when you first approached me. Well, I first approached you and you said you're famous, and I'm like, well, dude, I don't know you. I don't really care. Congratulations. Do you want a cookie?
I'm not famous for nothing good. It's not a good famous.
Well, then
it's a horrible famous.
I still don't care. Even though if you bring it up, that
as a matter of fact, it's so bad that I'm about to sue them for messing up my name.
Then do what you gotta do, okay? Just do what you gotta do. If you want to sue and publicly make it, social media wise, publicize that, that's fine. If you want to be low key and humble about it and sue them low key, then do it. Either way, it's to benefit you. What you're suing, who you're suing, does not benefit the whole entire world. It's just to benefit you and clear your name. You just gotta stay humble. You cannot let fame get to your head, because that's how it ruins a lot of relationships. That's how it ruins a lot of people and stuff. They turn to greed and it just forget who they truly are. The best thing about being famous, whether it's for good or bad, you humble yourself. And never approach someone. You know who I am. Ask your friends.
You know why I said that though? You know why I said that? Because people been, see, it's a long story, but see, I thought you knew. That's why I did that.
No.
If I know you didn't know, I wouldn't have did that.
But you still have to keep it low key. Even if I walk up to you and be like, hey, aren't you this and that, the third? You can say yes. But if I don't walk up to you and say that, just leave it. Just be humble about it. Be like, okay, maybe she don't know who I am. Humble yourself. Because
so I come off as a person that's not humble.
yes, because you just said, you know who I am, you know who I am. I can't believe you don't know who I am. This is messing with my mental health. I'm sorry that your mental health is a little fragile. It needs to be a little stronger, that you need to work on. But you gotta remain humble.
I didn't even know.
That's part of being low key and down to earth. And remember who you are. Remember your roots.
Yeah, I guess it do sound kind of bad if you really don't know who I am. But I was
Exactly.
I was so sure you knew. That's why I did that.
Can't always be so sure about everyone know who you are. You just gotta be okay with it. Like, you know what? That's fine. That's cool. She doesn't know me. That's one less person who know who I am. Let me humble myself with that. Next few people she told me don't know who I am. Let me humble myself with that. Not everybody knows me. Not everybody know my bad reputation. Let me just keep it like that.
Yeah, I really hope you don't know, for real.
I don't know who
actually
you are.
hope
Genuinely, I don't. Never heard of you. No one ever speaks of you. Not on Twitter, not on Instagram, not in real life. Nobody. That should keep you grounded and keep you humbled.
It gives me a little sign of hope. Maybe I can still do
Redeem
something.
yourself. If you're really that person who did a lot of bad things, you probably can redeem yourself.
Oh no, some bad stuff was done to me. Very,
Still.
very embarrassing.
And if you need to sue that person, again, it's up to you whether you want to make it highly publicized and take it to social media. And it couldn't hurt your lawsuit, because then you're going to be bashing them and their lawyers can use that against you. Or you can do it the humble way. Gather all your facts. Do whatever you can to take them down humbly and get your money.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can do it.
All right, then. You can add me on Instagram,
All right.
and I'll message you.
Okay.
You gonna add me for real, right?
If I don't forget, yeah.
Yeah, just I'm not trying to holler. I'm just like I don't have time to finish talking. That's why I said.
Right. That's fine.
Just add me and I'll message you sometime or something.
Okay. Nice talking to you.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you got it.